Hey guys, it's Roger. I'm on location at Creswind, Wesley Chapel. We're about ready to take a tour of the Riley model home. They have so many models, it's so easy to get confused. I love that Page model. This is the Riley, and I just shot the Sydney over there. Stick around to the end of this video to see the model home tour of that one with a mother-in-law suite. Now, you can get this as a courtyard garage. It's the only one, or the door would be there on the left as a front load. So a lot of people love this courtyard. It's not a side load, it's a courtyard garage. So makes it really cool. So they've got this stone, by the way, that they're using out here that I love. It's a little different. Now this Riley plan is unusual in a different way than that Sydney plan is unusual, and here's why. By the way, I love Kolter homes. They use the zip system from Huber Wood. That green board, oh man, just stop for a minute and just stare, right? Look, I mean, of course they deck it out with all this great lighting and but if you see trim, and this is one thing that they're willing to do that other builders don't do. Most builders say, oh, that's just for the model. But Kolter is offering, if you see trim, say in this Riley that you want in yours, ask them to price it out. A lot of that stuff you can do after the fact. Well, here's how this one's different from the Sydney in my book. So is this a beautiful room or not? This is the size of a primary suite, what we used to call a master suite, and this is that size and feel. And it's got that type of bath. Look at that, how big this is. So, but they're calling this and marketing it as 2 primary suites. And that's amazing because again, the mother-in-law suite may not be what you need over in the Sydney. But if you had a really nice bedroom and bath combination to offer to your parents, and you say, hey, I'm relocating to Charlotte and you can come with, then guess what? Here we go with a luxury bedroom with an ensuite right up in front, and that doesn't take anything away from that primary suite that's in the rear. Wow, ooh-wee. Now, depending on how you configure it, and that's why you need a good buyer agent to sit down with their agent and talk through your wants, needs, and desires. Now, I do anticipate we'll go upstairs. You can buy it with or without an upstairs, and they are offering barn doors in certain locations. A lot of people love that. So here's a bedroom here, but again, this could be configured differently. This is how they did it with the model. There are a lot of structural options, nuances. And by the way, when you sign the purchase agreement, the contract to purchase a house, you're making all those decisions now. In other words, you can't say, I like the Riley, but I don't want that second primary suite like that. And then you come back a week later, no, it don't work that way. Again, what you might want to do is watch my series called Building from the Ground Up, as we walk through building a house, and you'll see the different stages of that. But when you make a contract decision, when you sign that contract, that purchase agreement, you're agreeing to the structural changes at that point. Now, if you're building from dirt, isn't this lovely? If you're building from dirt on a lot, then certainly you can make decisions. This one's electric, but they have gas out here. You can make decisions, and then you go to the design center to finalize your decisions. But if you're buying a spec home, and oh, by the way, there's a Riley, one of these as a spec right now that state of the end, I should have that exterior on that so you can see it. So again, if you were thinking you were gonna have to just have a little breakfast room, look at this. This is good size stuff. And one of the reasons I like this plan is that this patio is tucked between 2 areas of your own home. What does that mean? That means John and Deborah next door are not going to be able to see you wearing pajamas when you're having your coffee this morning. You know, things again, trim like that, I'm going to call that beams, but that's kind of an intricate, kind of a fancy Nancy. That's beautiful. So having a patio space, a back porch, if you will, that's between the breakfast room and the bedroom, that means you've got some privacy there. Isn't this marvelous? So guys, what I would love for you to do, especially if you're from out of town, first of all, hit that subscribe button. That's looking up to the front door. Notice the front door with the 3/4 glass. This one has side lights on the side, go all the way down. Everyone I've seen has that 3/4 glass for sure. Here's another example of the barn doors. And again, fancy Nancy trim. I love it. Is this bright and open and airy? It really is. Bam, this is beautiful. This is the page. Now, they have a number of spec quick move inventory homes right now, and I'll have those available for you to see, at least the exterior, and see sort of the context in the neighborhood. But looking at the model, this is it. Now, if you show some interest, if you call me and say, hey, I want you to get me with one of your buyer agents, now there will be mirrors there, then we can begin the process of looking at those spec homes and gaining access. Now, see, you don't have to have it with a tub. I wouldn't build it with a tub. You could get a linen closet there and a bigger shower. So there are a lot of options. So get yourself a buyer agent first and let us, again, help you all the way through your purchase process. I love that ottoman sitting there. Put your shoes on. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. And you know, the price of the buyer agent, they're willing to pay us, but you have to have us involved from day one. So it's not a good idea to reach out to any builder first. Get yourself a good buyer agent to represent you in the transaction, really, and in your home search. Because before the transaction, you're gonna be searching for just the right house. Man, I love, there's so much house in here. Now you can build this from dirt, and some of the specs are available just as a ranch, all on one level. Oh, where's Jack the real estate dog when you need him? It's supposed to rain today. If you haven't met Jack yet, check out jacktherealestateDog.com. But when it rains, you know, hey, everybody loves him when he's dry. When he's wet, not so much. Guys, Kolter Homes, by the way, builds with that zip system, that green board. It's actually from a local company that's nationwide and international called Huber Engineered Wood. But not only do they use that on the outside, underneath this carpet is what they call Advantech, also from Huber, floor decking. It is a marvel. So man, what are you gonna do with this? Let the crumb snatchers, oh, look at that built in. Beautiful. I love that treatment on that wall like that. And so, you know, it's a blank slate for you to color any way that you want to, and as you should. So guys, give me a call, 704-345-3400. I hope you liked this Riley plan. There's one right now that's available for sale, configured differently than this, and I would be glad to use video. We use it to get you, that's how we get you, but also to help you in the purchase process along the way. So it starts with a phone call. Hit subscribe if you like my vibe. Just join the tribe, ring the bell, and couple it with a phone call, 704-345-3400, and reference Creswind, Wesley Chapel, 55 plus, baby, with 12 pickleball courts. Yeah. See you soon.